Hey guys, this is Nico. You might be wondering if the latest iPad Pro M4 is worth the hype. Well, after a couple of months, I decided to share with you my personal experience using it as my daily driver. Oh, and spoiler alert, it has a huge problem. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Nico, currently living in Japan to build my dream project, and I'm taking you along the ride. Here, I share my passion for Japan, productivity, tech, and anything that helps you work smarter and live better. If that sounds exciting, join the journey, hit subscribe, and now, back to the video. To make things simple, in this video you will see a quick review of the iPad, its pros, its cons, as well as its huge problems. First of all, I'm going to share the same feedback as most reviewers, which is that this device is scrapey thin and light. So much so that this was one of the reasons for me to switch from an 11-inch iPad Pro M1 to this 13-inch. Furthermore, this device is plenty capable with the latest M4 inside. So yes, I hear that this chip is too powerful for iPadOS, but allow me to disagree on this. Throughout my experience, I have found very significant differences coming from my previous iPad M1. But more on that at the end of the video. To finish, the screen, while amazing on paper, doesn't show a dramatic difference in everyday use. However, the brightness is a game changer. I recently had a whole work session on the train near the window, and the sun was blazing through it, and it performed flawlessly. This brings us to its pros. Without repeating myself, its weight, slimness, and screen are phenomenal. It makes you feel like you're just holding a thin notebook, almost completing the vision of Steve Jobs of just holding a thin piece of glass. Like I said, the M4 chip is a huge win for me, and depending on your workflow, you might notice it or not. Where I saw a huge difference is in its capacity to handle demanding tasks while still staying cool. Comparing that to my previous iPad M1, this is where I saw the biggest difference. While my previous iPad was struggling sometimes in LumaFusion while editing videos and could get extremely hot, this latest M4 series hasn't let me down so far and has stayed surprisingly cool. Probably due to the latest M4 and the copper Apple logo under which this chip is. Another very much appreciated upgrade are the new iPad Pro accessories. The new Magic Keyboard and Apple Pencil Pro are now much better with those new versions. The new Magic Keyboard makes this iPad the ultimate typing machine. I kid you not, this is even better than my MacBook. Also, the latest Apple Pencil Pro is now even better with the addition of the new squeeze feature that enhances its productivity and intuitiveness. On the flip side, there are some drawbacks. To be honest, I could share some reviewers' feedback, being that the iPad Pro M4 is a marvel of hardware being stuck in the boundaries of iPadOS. Despite its many advancements, iPadOS still lags behind macOS in many areas. But more on that at the end of the video. Secondly, the price is very steep. For the iPad Pro M4 13-inch base model, you're looking at $1,299. On top of this, you have to add the Magic Keyboard, the Apple Pencil Pro, which brings you up to a total of $1,777. In comparison, the latest MacBook Air starts at just $1,099, and the latest Pro starts at $1,599. This is where this iPad Pro M4 is a difficult recommendation, as for less money you could get a MacBook Pro or an Air. And this leads us to the huge issue with this iPad. If I'm being honest, I see at least two main issues. First, people tend to compare the MacBook Air or Pro with this iPad Pro. This is easily explainable as they share similar features, hardware, and price. But you will understand that this is a huge mistake with this second point. The iPad Pro and MacBooks should not be compared. The Mac is a great computer with capacities that fits most workflows. In comparison, the iPad shines in specific areas. It is perfect for those who rely extensively on the Apple Pencil or on iPad-specific apps that outperform their Mac counterparts. The iPad Pro will be great for you if your workflow takes great advantage of the iPad Pro characteristics, specificities, and portability. If not, it will just remain a very expensive iPad. But let's be honest, those workflows are niche ones. To be more specific, here are examples of my personal workflows. For my YouTube videos, I extensively use LumaFusion to edit them and take handwritten notes using Apple Notes and Notability. All three of those apps are way better on the iPad Pro than what they are on the Mac. Well guys, that concludes the review. Feel free to like the video and put a comment in the section down below to ask me all your questions or just share your opinion or experience with the iPad Pro. Do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be the first one to discover my upcoming video that will be how this iPad became my main driver. Until then, I'm out of here everybody. See you soon. Bye bye. Peace out.